Women are told that money makes us smart, responsible, and safe. But what if keeping too much in a savings account is actually the problem? It could be costing you hundreds or even hundreds of thousands of dollars over time. Today, we're going to talk about why women keep their money stuck in savings account and what it takes to shift into real wealth building. Last week, I had a woman come up to me and said, "Hey, I think I need to hire you as my money mentor." And as she started talking, she said, "Wow, I think a lot of my friends need to too. They have 5 figures, even 6 figures in regular savings accounts." So these are the savings account that you get at the big banks that are paying 0.1% return on your savings, not even high yield savings account. That got me thinking, why do women keep this much money just sitting in savings and essentially losing money against inflation? As I reflected over my work with clients, I came to basically 5 reasons about why this happens. First is a desire of a sense of security and closeness with money. There's something about having the money in a checking or savings account that just makes it feel more accessible, more personal, more real, more tangible to us as human beings. And safety and control are so central to our core needs that is totally understandable. And I think sometimes there's even a bit of nervous system regulation or dysregulation that may play into here that says that money that's out of sight isn't safe. So there might be a pattern of nervous system dysregulation that can be addressed and worked on here. The second reason is a fear of loss or a fear of risk. And I hear from women all the time, "I've worked so hard for my money, but what if I put it in the stock market or some other kind of investment and it goes down?" And they just don't want to lose what they've worked so hard for, and that's totally understandable. I get that. That might be tied to a belief that money is scarce or fragile. The next one that comes up a lot is, "I don't know how to invest. It feels so complicated." The financial literacy gap is very solvable. In fact, if you're watching this, I know you're growth minded, and so you have the capacity to learn, to grow, and to integrate new things. And so in this case, it's very easy to learn to invest, and even better yet, to automate so that once you set it, forget it, it's done. The fourth reason that I've determined is that there's a fear of being taken advantage of. There's always the question of, what if I make the wrong choice? What if I choose a financial advisor and that person swindles me or takes advantage of my lack of knowledge? And these are very real fears and very valid concerns. And that's why I really like to work with women to develop their sense of self-trust, their self-belief, to help them get confident with the financial literacy basics so that if they do decide to hire a financial advisor, they know what to look for, they know the questions they ask, and they can keep up in the conversation. Really, the inner work here is about building that self-trust and that sense of boundaries. Finally, number 5. It's not a priority, or I just don't have time. And you know what? Women are busy. We have careers, families, households, friends, hobbies, all of these things that we love doing and that are important to us and that are even higher priorities. But your money needs to be just as much of a priority. It's what ensures your safety now and in the future, and what's allowed you to retirement, to send your kids to college or buy a home, or to take a career break or switch careers, whatever is important to you. A lot of times also this avoidance of "I'll deal with it later" kind of attitude with our money can be rooted in a nervous system that's trying to keep us protected and therefore small. But I want you to know that with the outer work that I work with clients on, we put systems into place, we overcome that inertia, and once those systems, those automations are in place, it really doesn't need to take much time. What I find is the common theme among these reasons, what it comes back to is limiting money beliefs or a gap in self-image and self-belief. A woman may see herself as a saver. That made her the good girl, responsible and cautious, but never as an investor or a wealth builder. And this happens a lot of times in childhood where girls are praised for being savers, whereas little boys are taught to invest. And so women get the sense that for them, investing is intimidating or risky, or it's not meant for them. And this may have been about how you were raised, how society talked to us, or maybe it's even rooted in the fact that women didn't get full access to credit in their own names until the 1970s here in the US. So as I've mentioned a couple of times, I work with clients on doing the inner and the outer work. For the inner work, that's building a sense of self-trust, expanding your nervous system's capacity to hold and be with more money. That's rewriting money stories from I save to I can invest. Investing creates freedom. It's also about doing the outer work, learning the basics, building systems, starting small, even one step, like moving from a traditional 0.01% savings account to a high yield savings account, and then on to investing and becoming fully invested can make a huge difference over your lifetime financial journey and your ability to build wealth. It's truly transformative. So I want you to know savings is important, but if you're keeping too much money in savings, you're actually losing money as inflation continues and you're just not getting that return on what's in your savings or checking account. It's keeping you stuck. True security comes when your money is growing for you. Now I'm curious, what's one money story or limiting belief that you heard or adopted as a child? Were you praised for saving every penny or taught that investing is risky? Drop it in the comments. I'm sure you'll find that you're not alone. Want to know what's really holding you back from moving beyond savings and building wealth? Take my free 2-minute money block quiz. You'll uncover the hidden patterns keeping you stuck and get one action item that you can take to move you forward today. Check the link below.